What's in the bag for 2025? Welcome back, golfers, to Sam Roberts Golf, and in today's video we're going to be diving into every club, gadget, and accessory that I carry with me on the course to help me play my best golf. If you enjoy this type of content, make sure to like, subscribe, and hit the bell notification to never miss another video. Let's jump right into it. Alright, so first up we're going to look at the driver. So I have a nice Bulldog club head cover here from, I believe it's Daphne. Was the Daphne head covers. But I have the Callaway Paradigm. Oh, there it is. Callaway Paradigm. And it is just the regular Paradigm, and I have it set to about 75% of the way towards fade on that one side. I think that's right side up. Yeah. About 75% to fade. And what I have in the shaft is a extra stiff hazardous 70-gram shaft as well. And I got fitted for these clubs as well. Getting fitted is very important because it'll actually give you the right length of club, the right loft, everything that you need to know. All right, moving down the line here for my fairway wood, I actually have a head cover from Hermitage Golf Club in Nashville. Definitely check that course out if you're in the area. And then for my wood, it is the Callaway Epic Flash 5 wood. See, I don't carry a 3 wood, but I do carry a 5 wood. But it's with a little bit of a longer shaft, and it has the Tensai Stiff Flex 75-gram shaft in this one. And it is also I also took it 1 degree down. It's normally 18 degrees for the 5 wood, but I took it down to 17 degrees. So I kind of call this like a 4 wood, but they don't really sell a 4 wood. But yeah, again, this was completely fitted to me, and it's, like I said, it's important to get it fitted so that way you get it the right length, because all of these clubs that you'll see, I actually have a 1/2 inch longer just to get a little bit extra speed, and then all of them are lightweight stiff shafts as well, just to get more speed through the swing and keep it more consistent, keeping it stiffer. But definitely love the 5 wood, because to me that is actually easier to hit than a 3 wood. And love my Epic Flash. Just a forewarning too, what you're gonna see out of all of my clubs is that all of them are actually Callaway clubs. I do enjoy Callaway clubs. I know there are other clubs out there, but personally, these are the ones I've always hit the best with. So let me know what brand you play in the comments. All right, next up for the hybrids, I have a 3 and 4 hybrid. So I'm just going to show you one of them. I'm going to show you the 3 hybrid. No special head cover on that one, mostly because it's hard to find a good head cover for a hybrid, but it is a Big Bertha 3 hybrid and a Big Bertha 4 hybrid, and I have the recoil shaft in it with a lambkin grip, double wrapped, and again, stiff shaft, and I took it down 1 degree on this one as well, mostly because I also have my lie angle 1 degree down. You kind of want hybrids in continuation of your irons, not just the same as your iron. So if you have a 5 iron, you don't need a 5 hybrid, and so on and so forth with all of the other clubs as well. All right, next up, looking at the irons, I'm just going to pull out one to show you. But I have the Apex forged, I believe these are 2021 model of the Apex irons from Callaway. This is the 7 iron. Where is it at on there? There it is, 7 iron right there. And I have a 95-gram weight shaft in all of the irons, steel shaft, but I try to keep them lightweight and stiff, because if they get too heavy, then I start chunking the ball. And that's why it's important to find the right weight of shaft, not only the right length, the right club head of irons, but you want to find the right weight of shaft, because that can ultimately affect your swing. I've tried heavier shafts before, and I start digging trenches, you know, it's crazy. So just make sure you get the right shaft for you. Some pros have, not some, Bryson has all of his clubs the exact same length. It works for him. Majority of times what you'll find is that each iron gets shorter as you go down as well, or up, depending on if you're looking at the number or not, you know what I mean. Anyway, so yeah, Apex 21 Callaways with the 95-gram stiff shaft in these. All right, next up for wedges, I have a couple different wedges in here. So the first wedge I'm going to show you is the Callaway Jaws. It is a 54 degree, but it has a 12 bounce to it, and what that means is it takes a lot less of a divot. So this one is great for hitting out of bunkers, so you don't catch too much sand on the way down. Apologize, my clubs are a little dirty. 54 degree, half-inch longer, KBS. I think this is a 110 gram weighted shaft on this one because I could not find the same shaft for the wedges, but it is still double wrapped just like all the other clubs. In the grip, it's great because it doesn't take too much of a divot, so I can almost take full swings with this one without having to worry about taking too much of a divot and chunking it. I also prefer to chip with this one off of the fringe only because it gives me more of that bump and run feel, but still have a wedge, and it doesn't get caught up in the fringe like the other wedge would. Moving on to the other wedge, this is my 58 degree with 8 bounce, which means, like I said, it's gonna take more of a divot or be more inclined to take more of a divot. And in the sand, that would mean it would want to dig a little deeper in the sand. But it is, I take it back. Both of these wedges have 100 gram weights, 100 gram weighted shafts, both stiff and both double wrapped, obviously half-inch longer. And this one is just a great one for those short approach shots. This one probably gets the most use, as you can probably tell from the sole being worn out. It's perfect for anything inside of 70 yards, which I find myself in a lot, especially at the courses around here because they're a little shorter. But yeah, this is another Callaway Jaws 58 degree for this one. All right, and for the final club that we have in my bag, I have a head cover from the Indianapolis Motor Speedway course. Great course that you actually have, I believe it's 4 holes inside of the track. If you're in the area and you can play it, definitely check that out. But funny enough, my putter is the Toulon Indianapolis putter. I know it looks very much like a spaceship or maybe even a TIE fighter, but essentially I needed a mallet putter for the way I putt. For me personally, when I look down at a putter, I need to see a long line behind it, so that way I can know I can have everything lined up perfectly, and blades have never really given me that. So what's important to note about this putter is I have 25 gram weights in the wings of the putter, and then in the shaft itself, I can actually pull it out here. I have a 75 gram weight in the grip, so that way when I'm actually putting, all of the weight is in my hands. And that's important too, because that all comes down to preference for you. A lot of people like weight in the head, a lot of people like weight in the grip. It is whatever makes you feel the best on the putting green. This is the most important club to feel comfortable with, only because this is the one that takes up about 40 to 50% of your shots. So definitely get a putter that feels good, you have confidence in, and you know that you can drill some great putts with. All right, when it comes to golf balls, I kind of go back and forth between a couple different options. The first one is a Titleist Pro V1 or Pro V1X. I kind of go back and forth between them. And only because they're a very high quality golf ball and they have great consistency. Another great one that I also go back and forth with is the Chrome Soft and Chrome Soft X, especially with the triple track. Now what's great about these is the same thing as the Pro V1s. These are very high quality golf balls that provide maximum consistency without providing too much spin, so they have that perfect level of a little bit of forgiveness with great distance and great greenside control. For me personally, I need the greenside control, especially with the wedges that I have and how I chip, because it helps me control the ball, keeps it closer to the hole, and helps me get par more consistently as well. If you need help figuring out which golf ball is best for you, be on the lookout for a video coming up in a couple weeks where I will help you decide what kind of golf ball is best for your game. Now here's something really cool. Everybody needs golf tees, and when you have to buy a bag, especially the nice ones, they can get kind of expensive. So what I did was I bought 1,000 personalized tees, and it makes it a lot cheaper in the long run. I believe I got 1,000 tees for around 60 bucks or so. And these are gonna last me for a few years. I don't think I've ever gotten through more than half of this bag yet. And I've had this for a couple years already. So these last me quite a while. And you can get these personalized with anything you wanna say on them as well. And the greatest part is, it's cheaper in the long run to do that and have great tees that you know you can trust. Those are actually the Pro Length brand tees, so they have the great They still have that classic top to them. The great quality of tee that you would need out of any other bag that you'd buy at a pro shop or at any sporting goods store, and you get them personalized. So that's a great asset there. Now on my bag, what you'll find, and I don't know if you can see it in the camera right now, but I actually have 1, 2, and 3 towels. Now, these all have different purposes as well. So, the white towel is for in the cart to wipe my face, to wipe my hands, pretty much keeping everything clean, keeping my hands and face dry. The black one is to help dry off the golf balls and help dry off a clean club. And then I have my red towel here. As you can probably see, it's dirty. And it's for wiping off the heavier mud, the heavier dirt, and still keeping the clubs clean as well. Another important thing to carry with you is alignment rods. Now I have 3 in my bag, so that way whenever I go to the driving range, I'm ready to practice. I can use these to make sure I'm lined up perfectly and get some really quality practice in and get better at my swing as well. For my rangefinder, I have a Blue Tees, I believe this is the Series 3 rangefinder. And what's nice about this one is it has a magnet built into it. So that way I can just slap it right to the cart whenever I play. And it comes with a charging cord, so it's rechargeable. You never have to buy one of the little batteries that are hard to find. I will say one downside to the Blue Tees, to my rangefinder anyway, is it can be hard to adjust where the laser actually shoots out at. But after some trial and error, you find it, and then it's very easy to use, and it locks onto the target, buzzes everything that you need, and you can turn slope on or off, so that way you can use it in tournaments as well. Another thing I carry with me at all times is, of course, a Bluetooth speaker. These are important for having a great time out on the course. If you love music, make sure to grab one and just keep it in your bag. Get a cheap one, put it in your bag. This one actually has a bottle opener on the back as well. This is designed for golf. And it has a little ball marker here too if I needed it. So definitely a great speaker to have and just keep in the bag. And I also carry a solar panel phone charger, I guess a solar powered phone battery bank thing, you know. So that way if I go to a course and they don't have a cart with a plug-in, I can always have a battery backup through my solar powered battery bank. And then finally over here, I carry around a lot of different ball markers. Need to clean that pocket out. Oh my goodness. So anyway, I'm known from my buddies to have a lot of ball markers, and I try to carry a lot of different ones with me, so that way scrambles are always fun. I can pull out almost a different one about every other hole probably, and it's a great way to have fun on the golf course. So the first one I have, a few of these are from Pins and Aces. I'll go ahead and show you those first. So this one right here is essentially a big penny from Pins and Aces. For all of you action people out there, I have a John Wick replica coin as a ball marker. Next up, I have a Ritz Cracker ball marker, and that's from Pins and Aces as well. Then I have a ball marker from TPC Southwind. So a few of these are actually ones that I've played, courses I've played. Then I have a traditional poker chip one, traditional wooden chip one. This one is a really nice one that I got offline. I can't remember who made this one, but this is an Augusta ball marker from 2022, and the best part is it actually spins around, the middle does. So that's kind of cool. I have another ball marker from TPC Southwind, and this one has all of the different holes on it. So here is the front 9, and then here is the back 9. Next up, this one was more of a joke that I got, but honestly I love it the more that I use it and the more that I see it, and it is a Dogecoin. So here, the cryptocurrency type Dogecoin, there's the front of it, and then the best part is the back of it is the actual Doge that is from the meme. So it's a fantastic coin, another Joker type of ball marker. But the one that I use the most is I actually keep it in this little pouch to keep it the best because it was the most expensive one. I have a USA Lambcraft donut. So it has red, white, and blue, or red, silver, and blue, I guess, on this side, with a clearer epoxy on this side, and then this side is more of the traditional USA colors as well. Love using this one. This one has brought me a lot of good luck, so I'm kind of biased towards this one. But honestly, ball markers are a passion of mine, as you can probably tell. And finally, it is of course important to always carry divot tools, extra tees, extra pencils, extra golf balls, especially junk ones if you go to a course where you think you might lose a lot of golf balls. It's important to carry that kind of stuff. If you got inspired to try out some new gear this year, let me know in the comments down below. And if you think I left out some clubs or need to pick up an accessory, also let me know right in the comments. And of course, if you like what you saw, make sure to like and subscribe with notifications turned on so you never miss out on another upload. Until next time, stay safe and stay healthy.